Hi there. It is July 23rd and time for Proverbs 23. Now we are right in the middle of our 30 wise sayings. So we're supposed to memorize these, keep them ready on your lips at all times. Okay? It's very important. Stuff you should just know as common sense. Okay? We did 5 yesterday, and this whole thing, we probably won't read it twice, but we will go into each one. Okay? Okay. Now this is number 6 of the 30 wise sayings. When you sit down to dine with a ruler, carefully consider what is before you and put a knife to your throat if you have a big appetite. Don't desire his choice food, for that food is deceptive. Right? Ooh. Okay. You know what that means? There's a pretty good eat with sobriety. Right? Better than appetite it is by force and violence. Right? For that is food is deceptive. Okay. For ofttimes the rich, when they bid their inferiors to their tables, it is not for the love they bear them, but for their own secret purposes. Right? Deceptive food. Okay. In modern times, okay, you might have an interview for an important job. Okay. You might be invited out to lunch with your prospective employer. Let's get together for lunch and talk about your qualifications or something like that. Okay. Now he's going to order a decent meal, order whatever you want. Don't order big stuff, order small. Okay. He's watching you. Okay. He's not feeding you. It's not out of his love for you. He's watching you. Okay. It's deceptive. Okay. The food is deceptive. He's going to check things like if you put salt or seasoning on your food before you even taste it, that tells him you're not open to new ideas. Okay. You're not open to things. You're set in your ways. Okay. They don't want that. Okay. He might have already arranged with the waiter to drop a fork or a napkin or make some kind of mistake just to see how you treat the help, somebody lower than you. Okay? And he's going to collect all these things together. It has nothing to do with the food or the pleasantries exchanged. Okay? It's deceptive. Okay? Important stuff. Okay. Number 7. Verse 4, don't wear yourself out to get rich. Stop giving your attention to it. As soon as your eyes fly to it, it disappears, for it makes wings for itself and flies like an eagle to the sky. Right? It says, bestow not the gifts that God hath given thee to get worldly riches. Right? Stop chasing money. Okay? Just stop chasing money. As soon as you get it, it's gone. Okay? And you use it to buy things that will go away, that will, right? Where rust destroys, moth, just don't. Stop wearing yourself out trying to get rich. Right? Be thankful for what you have. Enjoy every day. Okay. 6 to 8. Don't eat a stingy person's bread, and don't desire his choice food, for it is like someone calculating inwardly. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit the little you have eaten and waste your pleasant words. Right. Bread of an evil eye. Notes over here. He will not cease till he hath done thee some harm, and his flattering words will come to no use. Right. Have you ever been? I remember once I don't even remember the person. I was invited to a barbecue. Okay. Went to the barbecue. Okay. He had steaks and drinks in the cooler, and he spent the whole time talking about what everything cost. Okay. Can you believe steaks are $13 a pound now? Man alive, that's crazy. And can you believe that, a 6-pack of drinks is $6-7 now? Man alive. And inwardly, the guy's calculating, man, this is going to cost me a fortune. And you can tell. They're stingy. They're going to tell you what everything costs. Okay? It'll just end up making you sick. Okay? You feel guilty, Right? Don't need a stingy person's bread. Don't desire what they have. Okay, verse 9. Don't speak to a fool. He will despise the insight of your words. Very sound advice. And these fools show themselves easily, and they're not going to listen to you. They're full of pride and arrogance, and nothing you say is going to matter, okay? And you can always tell if they're fools because they won't, if you're telling them truth and facts, they won't counter that with truth and facts. They'll just call you names, okay? Well, you're just a racist, or you're just a misogynist, or you're just this, that, and the other. Don't bother. Right. 10 and 11. Don't move an ancient boundary marker, and don't encroach on the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is strong, and he will take up their case against you. Right? If you encroach on your neighbor's field, especially if they're fatherless, God will get you for that, okay? God will get you. Do they still encroach? Yeah, they do. Still today. They want an extra inch, No. 12. Apply yourself to discipline and listen to words of knowledge. Okay? Applying them not to instruction. Okay? Discipline, instruction, that's the Bible. Okay? Read the Bible. Okay? This could be summed up in read the Bible. Okay? Read it till you understand it and then keep reading it. Right? Okay. 13 and 14. Don't withhold discipline from a youth. If you beat him with a rod, he will not die. Strike him with a rod, and you will rescue his life from Sheol or hell. Right? You must discipline your kids when they are young. You must make them fear their parents. Right? Fear their parents. Okay? Back in my day, when I was young, right? And when you're your friends, you're out playing with friends, let's do this. And I can't do that because, why can't you do that? And you say, well, my mother would kill me. Okay? She would beat the brakes off of me. That's fearing your parents. And you're not going to do that because you fear your parents. Right? You fear the Lord. You learn to fear the Lord from fearing your parents. Parents may play a very important role in that. Okay? If they can deny their parents when they're young, they can deny the Lord when they're older. And that is not a good thing. Okay? You will rescue this life from hell. Okay? Literally. Okay, 15, 16. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will indeed rejoice. My innermost being will cheer when your lips say what is right. Okay? It kind of goes along with the one up above it, right? Discipline your children from youth. You will make them wise. Okay? I have wise children, and they delight my being. They do. 17. Don't let your heart envy sinners. Instead, always fear the Lord. For then you have a future, and your hope will never fade. Right? Now this one's the same color. Right? Don't let your heart envy sinners. Right? Prosperity of the wicked shall not continue. Right? Always fear the Lord. Right? Always fear the Lord. Listen, my son, and be wise. Keep your mind on the right course. Yeah. Kind of goes with that. Maybe it's by itself. Right? 20 and 21. Don't associate with those who drink too much wine and those who gorge themselves on meat. For the drunkard and the glutton will become poor, and grogginess will clothe them in rags. Right? You know who these kind of people are, right? They're always partying. They don't care about, I'm spending the rent. Isn't that funny? No, it's not funny, okay? Grogginess will clothe them in rags. Eat, drink, be merry, party. Don't hang around with those kind of people, okay? Go to church. Hang around with the wise. 22. Listen to your father who gave you life, and don't despise the mother when she is old. Very important. Honor your parents, right? It's fear and honor your parents. Always. 23, buy and do not sell truth, wisdom, instruction, and understanding. If you can help somebody, you should do it willingly and for free. Right? Shouldn't charge them. Buy the truth. There's a note over here. Spare no cost for truth's sake, neither depart from it for any gain. 24, the father of a righteous son will rejoice greatly, and one who fathers a wise son will delight in him. Let your father and mother have joy, and let her who gave birth to you rejoice. Right? Just telling the kids, right? You raise a wise son, you teach that stuff to them, okay? Righteousness, a righteous son, you teach that to them, okay? It's not inborn. You teach it to them. Okay, 26. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. For a prostitute is a deep pit, and a stranger is a narrow well. Indeed, she sets an ambush like a robber, and increases those among men who are unfaithful. It was a problem then, it's still a problem now, right? They're prostitutes, they wander the streets, right? They're trying to make money so they can eat. So they're going to lie to you and tell you whatever you want to hear just to get your money, right? Don't do that. Okay. Now this 29 through 35, this whole thing is about alcoholism, okay? And people that have trouble with alcoholism, all right? Drinking alcohol is not bad. Getting drunk is what is wrong, okay? You're not supposed to get drunk because you lose control of yourself when you get drunk. Okay, so we'll read this. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has conflicts? Who has complaints? Who has wounds for no reason? Wounds for no reason. Who has red eyes? Those who linger over wine, those who go looking for mixed wine or mixed drinks. Don't gaze at wine because it is red when it gleams in the cup and goes down smoothly. In the end, it bites like a snake and stings like a viper. You will see strange things. You will say absurd things, right? Speak perversities. You'll be like someone sleeping out at sea or lying down on top of a ship's mast. They struck me, but I feel no pain. They beat me, but I didn't know it. When will I wake up? I will look for another drink. Right? Now, if you've ever known somebody, or perhaps made that mistake yourself, you'll wake up. You can't find any bruises, but you feel like you've been run over by a truck, okay? Or lying down on top of a ship's mast, right? You feel like you got beat to death, right? I need to be drunk again so I won't think about this, okay? It's a trap, okay? Woe, sorrow, conflicts, complaints, wounds for no reason, right? Red eyes, okay? There's any notes for that? Which may make wine stronger and more pleasant. It's mixed drinks, okay? Look at their notes here. That is, drunkenness shall bring thee to whoredom. Wow. Let's see, you have 33 over here. It says, your eyes will see strange things and you will say absurd things. Okay, this is the Holman Christian Standard Bible, very old. 1599 says, thine eyes shall look upon strange women, and thine heart shall speak lewd things. Right? Drunkenness shall bring thee to whoredom. Now there are a lot of they make a comedy of it, but it's not funny. Men who hang out in a bar all night and at closing time, they don't want to be alone because they're drunk, and they end up with some very strange women, right? And thou shalt be as one that sleepest in the midst of the sea. In such great danger shalt thou be. I will seek another drink. Though drunkenness make them more insensible than beasts, yet they cannot refrain. Right? There you go. That's the second half of our. All right. Tomorrow it will be more. There's a total of 30 of these you're just supposed to know. All right. All right. So you know not to dine with a ruler, right? Be very meek and friendly and think of yourself as the lowest person. All right. Eat light because they're testing you. Right? Don't wear yourself out to get rich. Right? Don't eat a stingy person's bread. You can just read the first line of these, right? Don't speak to a fool. Don't move an ancient boundary marker. Apply yourself to discipline, right? Don't withhold discipline from a youth. If you beat him with a rod, he will not die, right? You'll actually save his life. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will indeed rejoice. It's interesting to read the first line. Don't let your heart envy sinners. Instead, always fear the Lord. Listen, my son, and be wise. Don't associate with those who drink too much wine. Listen to your Father who gave you life. Buy and do not sell truth. Right? The father of a righteous son will rejoice greatly. My son, give me your heart and let your eyes observe my ways. You know how important that is? Your kids are going to emanate you, okay? If you do stupid stuff, your kids are going to do stupid stuff. That's what they see you doing. You are the example set for them. Okay? That's an important line. Let your eyes observe my ways. Okay? And then alcoholism, right? Who has woe, sorrow, conflicts, complaints, wounds for no reason. Right? It struck me, but I feel no pain. So there you go. That's Proverbs 23. Okay, good stuff. And like I said, tomorrow it continues. Okay, 24 more. And it goes into 25. So actually, this is the end of that one, and then it has more. So there you have it. That's Proverbs 23. Stay tuned later today. We are in Acts. I think we're 23 or 24 chapter, day 204, I believe. So we're getting through the New Testament. Paul's in trouble. He's in Herod's palace now, so he'll stay there for a long time. So stay tuned for that. Give us a like if you think about it. And tomorrow we'll continue. See you next time.